Man, I can't believe my damn fingers in the picture used in the image used as the profile pic this episode. Grr. Okay, now that I said that, you gotta like click off the video and like check it. For real though. Welcome back to another episode of Z-Man Extras. On today's episode, I want to go back to another story thing, but I'm not just gonna story time. Why the hell did I say thing? But this time, I don't want to do a specific event. I don't want to do. Okay, so in this first two episodes, I just chose a day, and then in my surgery episode, I talked about a whole couple months. And that's time to talk about like the past, like roughly 5 or 6 or maybe even more years. I don't even remember at this point. More so talking about a specific person or dog in my life, Marley, and why I think she's the greatest dog to ever walk this earth. I may or may not say that with any dog my family would have chosen, but hey, Marley's the one we got, and I'm glad Marley's the one we capped. Backstory time with this one. Okay, so first of all, for years before we even got a dog, my dad would always say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get a dog." But for years, we never even got one. So I always assumed it was one of those things that the parents would say that's gonna happen, and that never ends up happening. Kind of like how one time my dad said me and my brother will take karate classes. We never ended up because he took it when he was a kid, but then we never ended up doing it. Hence why I'm a big back today. However, I believe it was around 2018 and 2019. Again, I apologize as I'm not great with the date here. Me and my after going to the park, just having a nice casual day to the park where nothing really happened. It would have been a very forgettable day, except for one thing. After we went to the park, our family randomly dropped in at this pet store for the first time. We never did this before. I was so freaking confused. I have no idea how my brother, my sister, my other brother reacted. Could have said two brothers, but not just other brother. I'm not sure how any of them reacted. I'm not sure if they told them and I simply wasn't in the room, but man, I was shocked as hell. I was like, oh, wait, we're actually going to get a dog after all these years of just saying it? It's like parents can have the ability to follow through. Who was going to tell me? Oh my god, I have my windows open. You could have totally heard that. I should have shut them. I'm an idiot. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, as we go on to the pet store, we end up seeing all these dogs because my dad isn't really a big fan of cats, hence why we didn't get a cat. So, L cat lovers, W dog lovers. Am I right, fellow dog lovers? Yeah. So we went through, and honestly, most of the dogs looked good. You gotta remember, I was a stupid child back then, and had like, and to me, all the dogs kind of seemed the same. They were all just dogs, bro. What else? What else is there to explain other than they're dogs? So, I was thinking, okay, which one we gonna pick? They all kind of seem similar. Let's not just. What's the point of even really checking? Then we all noticed this one dog, this mixed breed dog, and she was nervous and scared. All the other dogs were super preppy and excitable, but not this one. She seemed so sad and lonely and hurt. My father instantly took a connection to her right away. He was really into her, and so were all of us, honestly. She was so different, but in a good way. I felt really bad for her personally. I was like, oh man, bro, what's her struggle? Is she okay? She looks a little brown. Is she like a Mexican dog? Did she get were there some racists out there that just hurt on this dog because she looked Mexican? No offense to any like people of that race watching this video. I hope you realize I'm just saying a joke. You damn dirty Mexican. Anyways, so we all just went. We all took a liking to her. However, apparently she did some bad stuff. Like hurt a cat and apparently isn't great with children, which really made us realize, oh, wait, is she not the one? Looking back on it, that's all total bull crap. Marley only hurts people when Marley only hurts other things when she knows for a fact they're like just gonna bring danger to her or any of us. And she's great with small children, so they think they wanted to kill her. I think they genuinely wanted to put that poor pooch down for no real reason. What sick fucko is Can you imagine if we didn't get her? Ah, sweet Jesus, that Marley would not have made it today. So the day, but we decided just to go with it anyway and try to test out just how it is with her. Now, here's a little backstory with me. I talked a big game, being like, "Oh yeah, I want a dog and I want to love her," but inside, I was a nervous little pussy, and that nervous little pussy part of me was so annoying. Honestly, I want to bully the younger version of myself for what I do here. I couldn't even give her a piece of hot dog that was used to test to see if she could work well with us. God damn it. Sometimes I should dedicate a whole Zman extra episode to that, just how much of a little pussy I was as a kid, but and pretty much my whole life. But that's a story for a whole different day. The important part is that we got Marley. I'm pretty sure we almost didn't get her because another family was like testing her out, saying like she's a car for some reason, but you know what I mean. Hopefully, and we got her. Marley was our dog to keep, and part of me wondered, I guess we just have a new family member now that it's not even human. How long is it going to be before we like let her go? Because apparently she didn't work well with children. It was so weird having Marley in the house for the first time. It felt just weird. I tried to sit in my room and do my usual introvert activities, but Marley was just kind of ran through my room a little bit, and I remember thinking she was cute. I thought Marley was a really adorable dog. I even remember the first night where we had her, and my parents and my older brother were playing Clue for Nintendo Switch downstairs. And when I went downstairs to get like a snack or something like that, Marley instantly got up and barked, already took a liking to this family enough to want to protect it from any intruders. Look, obviously back then I was like really scared about the whole situation, but now, literally just thinking about it now, I guess it makes me realize how instantly attached Marley got to this family. Which is obviously a good thing. I really love that. Early on, Marley was still a bit nervous and shy because, spoiler alert, apparently when she first was raised and all that, she was raised by very abusive owners, people who couldn't give less of a fuck about her. It's really disappointing to hear about that. I don't think this is that unpopular of an opinion, but don't get a pet if you're just gonna abuse it. Don't be around anyone if you don't actually gonna care about the person, the animal, or whatever. That's like a why. Why would you do that? Unless you're like messed up in the head, I don't see any reason why you'd want a pet if you're just gonna abuse it. So that's just so messed up. So hearing that Marley was like that and that she was abused in her during her first year of being alive really bums me out to this day because she's such a good dog, bro. Didn't deserve any of the hate. She would do things like chew on some of my toys. Hell, she even chewed on my notebook, the same notebook I used all this time, and used for like my shows and stuff. So that wasn't cool. I was like, hey, what the hell, Marley? She even ruined my Roku remote. I had to get a new one. This isn't that one I got. I had to replace it again eventually when I got a new TV. But yeah, I'm just showing that to prove that yeah, things weren't going great. We obviously weren't going to give her away. This was just growing pains, and eventually she did grow out of it and became a more respectable, kind pooch. And yeah, ever since then, Marley's just kind of been a part of my life, bro. It gets to the point where I unironically have flashbacks of times before we had her, and I just imagine, it's almost like my brain AI generates it, just Marley being there. It's like a Family Guy, how they introduced Joe in episode 5 of season 1, which implied he was never there before, and then they all of a sudden just do like a flashback episode, which totally implies that he was there from the beginning. You know what? They totally did that. I don't even know the episode where, but that show has totally done that before. I don't even know, bro. Okay, so now at this point, I'm just gonna talk about some traits about Marley because at this point, I really have no idea how to format the video. I just wanted to make a random little video Z-Man extra because because I'm only like midway through Bob season 3, and I want to get it done at least around Monday, hopefully, if not Tuesday. But okay, more on Marley herself. She is a mixed breed, as I mentioned before. I unfortunately do not fully remember what she is, but I know she's part boxer, she's part pit bull, and I don't remember the rest. I don't even know, fam. Yeah. So, in terms of her traits, Marley is very picky when it comes to food. She rarely eats her dog food. And hell, starting with like a few years ago, like a year or two, my parents started making her like actual real food, like food that humans would eat. And she still waits a few days until it's all gross and old before she starts eating it. It's like, what the heck, Marley? You got a fresh meal right there. Come on. So yeah, Marley can definitely be a little bad with that. Could be very picky. I remember early on, I accidentally gave her like some noodles, like too many, and she threw up a lot, which was very lame of me. Like, what the hell, man? I mean, I know he didn't know, but like, I don't know, get good, bro. I mean, I like to think I got good, but like, still, get good, bro. Should have gotten good from the start. Marley also really likes staying in my room. I don't even know what it is. I think it's because my window. As you can see, my window is like right there next to my bed. So yeah, Marley's gonna lay on that just to see stare out the window. But more recently, while I'm at school and stuff, she literally just lays right here on these pillows on the same pillow area near where I am sitting now, and just lays there. I even catch her sometimes when I walk upstairs when I'm done with school. It's like I just want to unwind, and there's my dog being like, "Oh hey man, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to vibe with you." I love it though. This is not at all criticism about her. I really love that she does that. That's so nice. It's so adorable. Hmm. I guess in terms of other things to note, one time there was a dead deer corpse in like the backyard, and like she just took it and just brought it, and just brought it to like the front part of like of the backyard. Me and my two older brothers had to deal with that, and that wasn't swell. It was something to do, I guess, but not like why? Why would you ever want to do that? At least I could say I know what a dead deer looks like. Thanks, Marley. Way earlier before that, though, I'm pretty sure she also killed a raccoon, but I'm pretty sure it was antagonizing her first, so I don't care. Marley was totally justified in that one. She's still best pooch. We don't care. Marley also acts like a person a lot of the time. She sits like a normal person. Like obviously, there's still some dog-like traits to it, but yeah, if you told me she was a distant relative of Snoopy, or that he taught her the ways of acting like a human despite being a dog, I would not bat an eyebrow because that's what she be doing, bro. You think she pull up in like a mob scene and being like, oh yes, Tony, you brought me all the details. That's pretty rough. So yeah, Marley just be doing whatever. Marley just being doing whatever she wants. She's a diva. She's a doggy diva and living her best life. And I'm happy I made a video dedicated to her. If I did a video dedicating it to like some YouTuber, I can do one for my dog. I'm sorry if this wasn't really that great or a little random, but hey, that's the point of Z-Man Extras, so I don't know what you expected. I'm just happy I got to share my love for my dog, and if you have any questions about her, then comment sections are right there, bro. Just dive on in. Anything else I want to say before I end this Z-Man Extra? Mm. Marley is Marley can both be really smart and really dumb at the same time. Like again, she waits until food gets old to eat it, but apparently she's still smart enough to understand like basic things. Oh yeah, and despite being around dad the most and loving her the most, whenever like a dad a joke argues with one of us or like gets near us, Marley instantly defends like the other person on that side. That's which hey man goes to show that like to us that she views us as like one of her kin, bro. If her dad's the alpha for obvious reasons, then Marley understands that we're on her side, bro. We just like her for real. We also go outside to shit. And okay, so I got one more funny story before wrapping up this video. Okay, so one time, I know I already said older brother, but one of my oldest brothers, like he's in his late 20s old. He visited along some other relatives, and he had this cheeseburger with him, and he set it on the ground with a plate, obviously outside. And this was outside, by the way. Very nice day out that day. You know what Marley did? She ate the burger because it was on the ground. Even with the plate, she still thought it was hers. Dad couldn't even be upset about it because hey, that's just how we treat Marley. We bring food to her, bro. That's just how it be. If that doesn't show Marley at her peak, I don't know what else does. Thanks for watching, and please let me know your pet stories down in the comments if you have any. Or hell, if you don't, or if you don't have a pet at the moment, tell me what kind of pet you'd want. Me personally, when I get older, I definitely also want a dog. Don't get me wrong, I love cats too and will want one of those as well, but purely due to the fact that I'm living with a dog right now, I'm just simply more used to how it works with dogs. With cats, I have to learn new things and all that. Beyond those two, though, I honestly have no idea. Maybe a bird, maybe a little lizard, because I used to have a little lizard when I was a very young. Maybe even like a guinea pig or a hamster or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that a dog and a cat, or at least one of each, is very much a yes. And hopefully they'll just learn to get along. They'll just get along like Ren and Stimpy, but not fuse into some kind of weird cat dog hybrid. With that, Z-Man out.